The reason you're a workaholic is because you lack direction, not motivation, not discipline, not time management. You lack direction. You're not working 12 plus hour days because you're ambitious. You're working those hours because you don't know what else to focus on. Nor do you know what you're building, nor do you know who you're building it for or why you started it in the first place. You feel safe being busy. You feel safe being switched on, chasing deals, chasing opportunity because it's going to run away. Look, busyness is the anesthetic of the modern day entrepreneur. And it numbs the fact that you haven't stopped to ask yourself what you actually want your life to look like. And before you push back on any of this and deny it, look, I just want to say that I know because I was a workaholic, but I've matured now into a lifeaholic. And in this video, I'm going to give you why I did that and how I did that so that you can live a more deeper, more peaceful, energizing life whilst also building a killer business. It all starts a few years ago whenever I was in Portugal with my family. I decided to book a mega holiday, sun, pool, epic hotel to essentially reward my wife for what she'd been putting up with all the hours that I've been working. And I was present for the first couple of days, but lo and behold, the laptop came out on the third day. I remember having breakfast in the morning saying, I'm going to do a little bit of work. And I ended up sitting by the pool, typing away. One deal turned into another, turned into a team issue, turned into a marketing issue, turned into some planning back and forth and calls, and we had a dinner booked. And I remember working late. My wife said, I'm going to get ready in the room. Will you follow us up? I said, yes. Lo and behold, 5, 10, 20 minutes passed and she texted saying, are you coming with us? And every man will know what a message like that is like. Then I said, give me 5 minutes. This is really important. And then she said, will we go without you? And again, I was kind of working, getting in the zone and just focusing on myself, focusing on business, and totally forgetting the fact that the very reason why I went on holiday was to reward her for what she'd been putting up with. And lo and behold, I said, 5 minutes, be there. I went to go and meet her in the hallway. She wasn't there. And truth be told, I went back up to the room and realized that they'd left without me. They'd gone to dinner without me. The holiday was happening without me. And here's the truth. I didn't feel angry. I didn't feel guilty. I felt something way worse. I literally said to myself, what on earth am I building? What have I built? What is the point in this? And why am I trapped by the very thing that was meant to give me freedom? I am doing this all wrong. And I had a business that was making serious money, but I was a prisoner of it. And I just felt like a complete and utter loser. That is not success. That's a cage you built yourself and called it ambition. And at that moment, I decided to reinvent myself and press reset on my business. I decided to go, what is my North Star? And that is the basis of the expansion architecture that I have built on my business. That business makes millions in profit every single year and runs with very little of my time. But the bottom line is this: you need a North Star as a founder. And that North Star as a founder is grounded on 3 things. Number 1, your commercial achievements. Number 2, your personal fulfillment. Number 3, the freedom that you create for yourself. If you can dial those 3 things in, that is going to give you something to focus on. And that ultimately is going to lead to real success. If you don't sit down and define what success means for you, and you don't define the rules of your own game, the world will define it for you. Social media will define it for you. You will bounce around YouTube. You will see people talking about big numbers. You will see things on Instagram. You will see flash cars, and you will literally feel that hustle mentality, work harder than everybody else, go as big as possible, more and more and more as the default. That will ruin you. That will destroy you. The biggest problem with a lot of entrepreneurs is that they focus just on the achievement piece and they forget the next piece, which is really important. It's called fulfillment. Fulfillment is how your central nervous system feels. And you're fulfilled whenever you feel safe. You're fulfilled whenever you're inspired. And there's a healthy balance of challenge and support. So how do you know you're being fulfilled? And one of the best exercises you can do is list down, I know I am fulfilled when, and then write a list. And here's a bunch of mine that you can borrow, you can steal, and you can copy. I know I am fulfilled when I am pursuing a mission worth my time, energy, and effort. And that is a mission that is an equal balance of challenge. It's stimulating, it grows me, it teaches me new things, and I also get rewarded for it. So it has to have a balance of challenge and reward or support in order to invigorate me. I am inspired when people recognize my work and say it's changed their lives. I am inspired when I get to work with incredible people that I understand, I relate to, and are aligned with my values. I am inspired whenever I get to work the hours that I want to work. I'm inspired whenever I get to work in specific environments, countries, stages. You define that for you. And the third is freedom. How many hours do you want to commit to this business? How many hours do you want to commit to your family? How many hours do you want to commit to your own personal freedom and hobbies? Leading a great life is not about having loads of free time and just spending it on yourself. I can tell you right now that that is one of the most boring ways to live, is having loads of freedom and just like waking up and not knowing what to do with yourself. I can tell you that a business is a great way to channel your life force, but you need to also have time for family, hobbies, yourself, white space, and other projects that you might want to essentially get involved with. And that takes you to actually sit down and map this out. When you map this out, understand that you might not have those goals at that moment in time, and that's okay, because the tension that you'll create from those goals will drive you forward towards them. And it's essentially what you're optimizing for. So achievement, fulfillment, and freedom on your terms is what creates real success. And that's what I call the founder's North Star. I deeply encourage you to build that before you do anything else in your business, because defaulting to more is not going to make you happy. In fact, it's just like chasing the white rabbit of success. It always fleets, and quite often, more clients, more stress, more pain, and you can't grow into pain, nor can you hold something that's painful. It's not sustainable. Workaholism isn't ambition. It's avoidance dressed up in a suit. And the scariest part is the market rewards it. People congratulate you for grinding. Your peers respect the hustle. Social media celebrates the 5 a.m. starts and the outwork everyone mentality. So you keep going because the world is telling you this is what winning looks like. It's not. I promise you it's not. And here's what changed for me. I stopped asking, how do I grow my business? And I started asking, what do I want my life to look like? Different question, completely different business comes out the other side. And that is what has allowed me to build a very fulfilling life in my 30s. And essentially not work from the beach freedom, have real freedom, the kind where you go on holiday and the laptop stays at home, where your phone goes on airplane mode and nothing breaks, where your business runs because you built it to run, not because you're there pushing it every single day. I then developed the team, developed the systems, developed the playbooks and everything else so that my business created massive leverage for me and was able to work and run without me. And don't get me wrong, you have to learn the ropes, you have to build the skills, you have to generate the cash to then be able to play at the next level. But you've got to have an architecture and infrastructure to build it into. Otherwise, you'll hold that business in your head and everything will be chaotic. So if you're sitting watching this and you recognize yourself in this story and you're fed up of working more hours, I want you to sit with the question, what are you avoiding by staying busy? Not what are you working on? What are you avoiding? Is it a conversation with your partner? Is it a decision about your business you've been putting off? Is it the fact that you've built something that controls you instead of the other way around? Nobody is going to tap you on the shoulder and tell you to stop. The market won't, your team won't, your clients definitely won't. They'll take everything you give them and ask for more. You have to be the one who draws the line in the sand. You have to be the one who says, this is what I'm building, this is my game, this is what I'm committing to, and this is why, and this is what I will not sacrifice to get there. I stood in a hotel lift in Portugal like a complete loser, watching my family leave without me. And it forced me to ask myself a question I've been avoiding for years. What is the point of all this if it owns me? This question really forced me to look at my life and look in the mirror and rebuild my entire business. It rebuilt my life. From one founder to another, the goal was never to work more. The goal was to build something that gives you your life back. Don't forget that. I'll see you in the next video.